Fathers, any honored guests, and my dear brothers. So my vocation story is a very simple one, led by providence, the Lord's goodwill. It all started, like most do, in a good Catholic family. Bless you, Father Barella. So good Catholic family. We went to Mass every Sunday, and prayers at meals, prayers before bed. But I think one of the biggest blessings that I received, especially from my father, was that it seemed every month or every other month, he would yell down the hall, yell through the house, like, "Hey, I'm going to confession. Who wants to join? Who wants to come?" And I'd usually be playing video games or doing homework or something. I'd sit there, think for a second, do I really want to go? Yeah, I should probably go, thinking that. So I would usually make regular confession, and about every month, every other month, which I believe was really beneficial to me in my vocation and strengthening me in my calling to end up being at SJV. So, going to Mass every day, frequenting the sacraments. But I also remember as a small child, just when going to Mass and altar serving as well, just being very intrigued by the priesthood and by priests themselves. Sort of the mystery that the priest embodies always sort of encaptured me. And just being in the sacristy on Sundays was always one of my favorites. Just being around the priests, getting to see them, getting to see their human side as well, was enjoyable for me. And one of the biggest graces was Father Haggerty, who's our vocations director now, had his associate at my parish. So just getting to be around him, getting to know his demeanor, and when it became time to apply for seminary, I just had a lot better relationship with him, and I was very comfortable in just approaching him. As well as that, I continued to grow throughout junior high, high school, continued to serve. Then it came to my confirmation, and we had to do a retreat, and my sister had went on a search retreat the year before for Sioux Falls guys. Most of you, I think, know that, but it's just a weekend retreat, and she invited me to go on it too, and it fulfilled my confirmation requirement. But during the retreat, I was in adoration, and it was probably one of the first times I'd ever been exposed to Jesus exposed in exposition. So just during that time of prayer was really that initial call for me, and the Lord put on my heart the passage of Peter and being a fisher of men. And for me, that's where my discernment really started, and just that seed was planted and continued to grow. And from there, I continued to pray more, just little bits of daily prayer, as much as you do as a high schooler. You say, I'm going to do a holy hour, and you pray 10 minutes and get bored. So, but for me, just going to the chapel and being there was, I truly believe that helped for me, and that the Lord was providentially guiding me throughout that. Continued to serve Mass. I ended up started serving daily Mass every Thursday, and that was just another good opportunity to go to confession as well. And do a lot of that. Went on seminary visits, got to know, a number of guys here being on seminary visits, which was great, and your guys' witness. Maybe some of the upperclassmen remember. But then it came to my senior year in the winter, and Father Haggerty was actually at my parish for Christmas, and I said, hey, I'm thinking about seminary, and I went to confession, and he said, I'll send you the packet, and about a week later, sure enough, here it is, and I'm just flipping through it. And it was just one of those simple things of, I don't know, I just knew. And I was going through all the questions like, yes. And it was very simple, filled it out, got my psych eval, all that. And that was actually really good. I had a pretty good experience. The psychologist was actually a former seminarian, so I basically showed up, gave my vocation story, and left, so it was great. So I actually enjoyed that a lot. But just looking back, the more and more I look back on my vocation story, just seeing how simple it is and seeing how much the Father's providence guided me at every moment and bringing me to this moment just fills me with gratitude, and all I have left to say is praise be Jesus Christ. Now and forever.